Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial for pre-algebra. In the last part, I showed you guys a little bit about PEMDAS, which PEMDAS is this. PEMDAS basically stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Um, so yeah, PEMDAS, as you remember, basically dealt with the fact that parentheses are first read, then comes the exponents, then multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. So now that we've basically done that, what we're going to do next is now we're going to apply that information, and we're going to move on to our next tutorial, which is going to be on multiplying variables. So we have multiplying variables. Previously I taught you guys how to solve variables if we have addition. For example, if x plus 4 equals 16. If we had this kind of situation, simply put, just make this 12 and be done with it. If we had x minus 16 equals 4, make this 20, because like I said, previously, if you're adding, you gotta subtract and find the root. If you're subtracting, you gotta add. It's basically opposites are what you use basically in pre-algebra and algebra for that matter to solve your equation. What I mean is, as you probably have noticed, when we did x plus 2 equals 4, we were basically just subtracting. So when you're adding two things to make a larger product, you subtract. When you're subtracting two larger products, you add. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, then you'll get it pretty soonish. So, in a similar manner to how if we wanted to find the answer to an addition problem, we simply subtract, and if we want to find the answer to a subtraction problem, we simply add. In a similar manner to all that, if we want to, let's say we want to multiply x times 4, and that answer is going to be 20. How are we going to know the answer to what x is? We know addition, we know subtraction. Well, if we remember from PEMDAS, PEMDAS, it's basically saying, I'll actually use PEMDAS right here. Basically it's saying, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And we can basically assume that like addition and subtraction are opposites, multiplication and division are opposites. So what we do to this equation is we simply divide 20 by 4 because we're multiplying it by 4. So we're going to divide it by 4 because multiplication is op to division in PEMDAS, as you can probably imagine. So what we're going to want to do now is 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So our answer to x times 4 equals 20. Our answer is x times 5. Don't believe me? Let's test it out. 5 times 4 equals 20. So by saying x times 4 equals 20, we're basically making the two synonymous. In other words, it's possible. Now let's in a similar manner to how we use multiplication, if we're using multiplication, okay, sorry guys. You know how when we're using multiplication, we use division to solve the equation. So, and as you probably could imagine, if we're doing division, x divided by 4 equals 16. Oh, wait. Sorry, my bad. If we do x divided by 4 and we want to make this equal to 16, what we're going to want to do is multiply this equation by 4. Now, you'll learn this later, but basically, this 4 and this 4 will cancel out. I mean, yeah, you're gonna want to multiply both sides. You're gonna want to multiply this by 4. Sorry, ignore that. I was looking ahead. X divided by 4 equals 16. So what we're gonna want to do is multiply this by 4 because we're dividing it. So we just want to multiply the opposites. 16 times 4 is 64, I believe. So our answer is x equals 64. So let's do a little recap before I end this part out. To do addition, to solve an addition problem, let's say we have x plus 4 equals 8. To solve this, we basically take the opposite of addition, which is subtraction, to find our answer. This is another way of looking at it, guys. Basically, in order to find the solution, we basically take the opposite. For subtraction, we do x minus 16, and it could be equal to 7. We add because, you know, that's the opposite of subtraction, addition. So what this becomes is 7 plus 16, which is, I believe, 23. So that's one way of looking at it. Our next method is by using multiplication, which is basically x times 4 equals 24. We divide by 4 because that's the opposite of multiplication, and we get x equals 6. Pretty cool, huh? And last but not least, we get x divided by 6 equals, we'll do 36. Oh, wait, no, that's way too big. We'll do 2. So now what we do now is 2 times 16, and that will get the answer to x, which is 32. I mean, what am I doing? Not 16, 6. Sorry about that. We'll do x, 2 times 6, which gets us 12. I have no idea what I was thinking by doing that. So that's, you know, all I have as, you know, as far as simple expressions go. In the next part, we'll look at slightly more complicated expressions. See you guys then.